on with free, and the wealth of knowledge. Yeah, please let's celebrate Daddy once more, please. Please, let's do that, please. Thank you very much. So let's just go to, if it's not those things that you have to follow program, me I would just say make we dey go house. I would just say make we dey go, but then I have it in the program that we will have Mr. Passport and Mr. Praise God join me on stage so that we can throw them some questions, right? 10, 15 minutes, we are done. So help me, please, welcome Mr. Passport. Maoga. Hey, it's a blessing. You heard what Daddy said? We are blessed to have Mr. Passport in Bayelsa. I'm not joking. If only you guys know. Let me just mention it. One of Rema's performance in Auto Arena, he was the one that arranged it. From Bayelsa. No, from here. Now him's one. Just collect your blessings. Oh, yes. So please also help me welcome Mr. Praise God, our boss, our guy. Get joker for crack, but your daddy there. They don't beat me. So it's very simple. I have just one question I want to ask them, and then they will throw in. And I think maybe before asking the question, before they respond to the question, so if you want to also throw in light, just contribute to what Daddy has said. Any. If you get questions to ask that, if you ask, so.
Check. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Yes. I don't know any Muslim for here, so I think I'm in order. I think just three things. I'm not adding, first of all, I'm not adding anything. Mommy, so nice to see you again. Always nice. Mommy, I remember that soup.
Power of a Bible.
So, just about three things. I'm not adding anything to what Daddy said. First thing I want to say is, I want to thank us. I like this audience because I don't like populated places for stuff like this, because it then shows you that the persons that are serious about making an impact in life are not plenty. Yes, noisemakers are always plenty. So the fact that we are few here does not mean, when you organize an event, you always want the place to be packed. So you say, we sold out. You understand? But it's better this way. This way you're doing the right thing. Because the path to success is always narrow. It's never crowded. People where they did few. Right? So first of all, and then the fact that we all stayed till the end of this. Like, I didn't see one person leave till the end of this. That's commendable. So well done, guys. So this is to you guys. Awesome. That's the first thing. Second thing I want to say is, Daddy here, when we launched in 2016, Daddy also gave a keynote speech. And then I think I was meeting him for the first time, and some of the things he said that time are some of the things that have, guided us as a band, as the ALBAGROUP, and so on. So that's the second thing. So, Daddy, thank you so much. It's always an honor. I've been to the Institute in Akwa Ibom. You should visit sometime too. I won't be the one to. Daddy has written books. This is nothing. This one, what you see, this one is nothing compared to this stuff he has. The first time I and Praise, first time interacting, those many years ago, he used to have a lot of those books also. So, Abi the textile, There's a lot in what he says that's relatable. Like, for example, when he was talking about the man that was paid to come all the way from Ministry of Tourism in Cross River to come teach them in New York. Mine was similar, but my own was, those children where they advise inside house, then you dey outside. Not be you they advise. You dey outside, they hear the advice, they take the advice. Me, I was one of those. So they paid some persons to learn music in one of those churches where I started. But I was not around. I just came back. and I heard that they had taught them music. I said, Kai, I don't miss so. So my friend then, childhood friend of blessed memory, he looked at me and he said, he just wanted to show off. He said, constantly if he play, he started playing. I said, teach me that thing. And he taught me. And the rest is history. I think before he passed on, he saw me. He saw me one of those times. He came to one of those churches, one child education or something. And he heard me play. And then after the service, he came to me and he said, oh boy. He said, oh boy. Now you they play like this. I say, you carry the team play now. He said, oh boy. You know. So there's so much Daddy has shared with us that, you know, like really, really resonates. And I'm happy we are going back with something. Personally, I've learned a lot. You know, there is this thing that happens when they put you on a bill, sometimes with somebody, and then you make the mistake to think that because you're there in the picture with the person, you are equals, or you're also there to share in like, no. I honestly made sure I attended this because I knew I was going to learn something from him. You know, so that's why I'm here. So once again, Daddy, thank you. The last thing I'm going to say is not that serious because now I've forgotten it. So I'll let it go. I'll get to the other thing we have to do for today. So thank you so much. That's it.
Okay. Okay, so he has his ways. He has his ways, actually. Okay, so for me, I'm always, anytime I hear my dad speak, I'm always expecting him to say something about this particular phrase. I don't know if you guys have heard me say something about you majoring on a minor. So we are all musicians. How do you relate that when you're being told to major on a minor? Can someone say something? Yes, I'm asking the question. So what does it mean for you to major on a minor? Because I know we are all musicians here. Yes. Okay, the singers. Okay, I understand. Okay, some of you are born stars. The rest are man-made. Okay. So majoring on minor, what does it mean? Okay. All right. So a question for another day. Okay, sure.
So this particular phrase, then when we met also, like I said, when I was trying to run through stuff, there's a lot. There was a lot the first time I met Daddy that, you know, really, really stuck and has been guiding for a while now, for some years now. This is one of this particular phrase is one of them, major on your minor. It's very, very deep. But then I tell you what I did with it in my mind. Even he doesn't know. So me, I flipped it. All right? Because as a musician, sometimes we know what that means. Major on your minor, like strengthen your weaknesses. That's how I understand the initial statements, right? Just major on your minor. So you notice there's a part of you that's not as good as the other. Maybe your left hand as a keyboards player is not as good as your right hand. So make that the major now. Like work on that more, right? That's what I understood from that. But I tell you what I did with it. Something I do with everything musical I learn is I always flip it. You know, so I flipped it in musical balance to say that, let me not sound like that lady. There's a lady that is trending now that flipped something for motivational, this thing, where the thing no can enter well. Let it not sound like that, but something like minor in the major, right? Because as musicians, I tell you how I learned, for example, to understand minor scales. I understood minor scales not by learning minor scales themselves, because it was weird, right? But I learned minor scales by looking at them as a major scale, really, that just starts from the 6. You understand? So I flipped it. That time when I heard it, I understood the initial one, but then I flipped it. Okay? So now my minor is major. So whenever I hear D minor scale, I don't think D minor scale because that's weird. I'll go to what I understand more, which is F major, 6 to 6, D to D, right? And that's it. So I decided to just share this one because then when this statement came, like I remember this was what I did with it, so I decided to just share it. So thanks.
All right, that's good. So at least from what he just said, you could understand that majoring and a minor is all faceted. But to us as a musician, it's a music theme in as well as much as what we are saying is not musically oriented. I hope you understand. Just like you said, if you have a weakness, if you have a minor on what you're doing. For example, even in music school, they will say you have a major and you also have a minor. Okay? By the time when they say you have a minor, that means this is what you don't go all out for. This is what you do for leisure. At this point, I'm telling you to major on what you're doing for leisure. I don't even understand. Okay, so right now, I know there maybe some of us that are bass guitarists or guitarists, you have a way of practicing, and you've been doing that for years. Okay, and there's something else that you have not been practicing on, maybe character, maybe how you could package yourself, or maybe marketing. At this point, I will have to tell you to do what major on your minor. So that's it for me.
Oh, wow. So, wow, Jesus. I think we'll be having this hangout again and again. We'll keep it up. We'll keep it up. We'll keep it up. We won't stop. Amen. And we won't stop. Don't worry. We won't stop. We'll continue because there's a lot. There's a lot here. So the question I have in my head to just ask my bosses here. These people, they are my bosses. When I mean my bosses, I'm learning so much from them. I'm leveraging on them. Like once I think about something and he's somehow trying to give me a headache, I will call Mr. Passport because he is like to me, he's the best pianist I know. Do you understand? So I don't know for you people, just leave anything you want to do with it. That information is up to you, but leverage on relationship. So I thought of something. I said, I will ask this just one question for both of them. So, sir, my SARS, when you guys finally realize that okay, I love music, I want to do music. Um, why did you stay? Even when you were not sure where the music would take you to. Why? Now, this question I've asked it earlier. You know the competition in the music industry. You are not sure if you are going to get 1,000 streams. Why are you still making music? So now it's not just the music now it has gone beyond Oba Sabi play, make I show myself. It's now family, it's now everything. So why?
Yo, Mike. Michael.
Okay, so the why, if you can remember what you, what my dad even said earlier, that the five W's and the H, is it five? Yes. The what, the who, the why, the where, the when, and the H, the how. The why there gives you a sense of purpose, like why. So why? Okay, have you guys? I think everybody has a way of has maybe heard this very adage: the sky is big enough for the birds to fly. Okay, like every bird can fly, right? Maybe they could also use land if the land is big enough for everybody to build their house on. But first, you don't buy the land as much as it is big. Okay, as it is big. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is the why they gives you a sense of purpose. First, maybe since this I also have my space. I don't even understand. Okay. Yes, we have the statistics that a lot of songs have been uploaded into the space daily. What makes you feel that your song or your content will trend? Maybe the problem there is you're thinking that it should trend. Maybe you should also think that what about my content being heard for a longer time. You know, there's a difference with trend. Trend has time, it's limited. All right, if you think of it as a trend, then I think maybe this is going to deter your why. But for me, instead of going for the trend, I would say, why shouldn't my song be heard like that of Michael Jackson? He's gone, but the songs are still there. I don't know whether it was trending that time. Maybe it was, but at the same time, it might still be trending now. But there are songs now that are not trending. I don't even understand. So the trending now is not about the time. It's still about the why. I could lay reference to some of his songs because I say, why were these songs so sonic in production? Because maybe the producer was thinking, had a why. I want this song to what? Be futuristic. So he produced the song futuristically. I don't even understand. The why there will now lead you to, who are you doing this for? I don't know. That's that for me. So the sky is big enough for all of us. Just don't be greedy.
Okay. So for me, it's two. I think three really. First one is I believe that God has given me a gift, right? So let me express the gift that God has given me. That's the first reason. The second reason why I just keep going is because I know. Okay, let me leave that for third. The second reason is I believe that I am unique. I believe something as simple as a major 7 chord. I believe nobody plays a major 7 chord the same way I do. You understand? I have taken time. So just like Daddy has said, there is the talent. God has given me the talent. There's the skill, which I now started nurturing. And by virtue of the fact that I've nurtured the skill, I've now come to the point where I believe that nobody can express music in the way I can express music. You understand? Don't worry, me, I've tried it out. I've tested it. I have tried it. And I've consciously also, along my journey, left some things out. My friend here can attest to the fact there are some songs, as nice as they are, sometimes you say, how far is this thing? I see the way this guy, they do this thing, and I just be like, I don't even want no self. Because it doesn't sound like where me I'm going. So it's nice. Let me give you an example. Somebody like Jacob Collier, for example. I don't listen to Jacob Collier. Like, I listen to him when I want to entertain myself, when I want to glorify God and say, God, they create people. Right? But when I listen to Jacob, he's so good that I can't relate to, like, it's not that my ear is not sharp. It's not that I cannot dissect his music, but what he's doing, the level at which he's doing what he's doing, it's not my path. I cannot. So me, I like to blind myself to. There's a reason I only play after is it over now? About 20 years now in music. There's a reason I only play one instrument. Because I don't like to. This one is my own, no, might not be your own, right? But this is mine. Okay, so there are a couple of things I can do. I can write songs, I can produce, I can teach, I can play, but it's just tailored towards, he knows the path that me I'm on. Like, those persons close to me, they know my path, right? So I believe I am unique. That's one of the reasons I cannot stop doing this thing. It doesn't matter whether it's making money or not for me. I just believe that I will be a failure in life if people don't hear what I have to say musically. Honestly speaking, this is it. That's one of this drives me. Like, it just keeps me going. Like, bro, just keep going. You know, I'll hear a song. It's why if you're on my Instagram page, it's why you see me do those covers. And I don't do it because I want to show you how good I am. No. I do it because I want to show the world what I think when I hear this song. that's why I do it, right? So that's the second one. Third one is, coming from where we are from, I feel that I owe it. So this one now is legacy. Like our final point here is legacy. I believe that where I come from, the things I suffered to know the things I know, I don't believe other people should suffer in that way. The information shouldn't be that difficult. While Daddy was teaching, I was telling Richard something back there, that there's a reason, if you look at Akwa Ibom State, there's a reason they have these plenty prolific musicians. If we start mentioning people that are from there, you go weak. The people that is prolific musicians that I don't know any state in Nigeria that's quite like that. It used to be, some time ago, it used to be Edo, it used to be Bini, those Bini boys, and then Warri people, Delta State also. But now, Akwa Ibom State, bro, see, the level of a musician that's normal in Akwa Ibom, you'll be surprised. That CFTF, the last one went 2022, even him away from there, I haven't been away for a while, he was shocked. Like, this guy don't they play like this? Like, me and I just decide, but we they hold each other hand like this. Jesus, wait till me that. So there's something about foundations. I believe musically that in Bayelsa, our foundations are weak. So I'm not saying that I'm trying to step into the position of a godfather, but if that's what is leading to, who am I? You understand? So what I was telling Richard back there was that, see Daddy now. Daddy is a musician. Okay? How many persons do we know in Bayelsa that are of Daddy's age that are musicians? Okay, scrap that one. Remember what Daddy said about who a musician is. So it's not a singer, or you can be as a singer, then feel your born you give you. Right? As an instrumentalist, the video born you give you. Remember what Daddy said also. Can you play this guitar? He said, yes, now. Play it. Strum everything. He don't play them now. Do you understand? So musicians, instrumentalists, they are born in that way. But musicians of this age, of Daddy's age in Bayelsa, is a doctor. So now reason person with no music for this state reach that level where you feel carry and say, come, they are holding a seminar in what. There's a Bayelsa person. I don't know oneself. Do you understand the point I'm trying to make? So, legacy. I'm also trying to leave, stuff behind. It's the reason you can't see me do some kind of things. Do you understand? Because I realized that I found myself, even as young as I am, I found myself in a unique position where people are looking at me and saying, how is he able to do the things he's doing? And then they are studying you don't even know. So somebody might just pick the wrong thing because you are just living your life wrongly and thinking that you are just by yourself doing what. So these are the reasons I cannot stop. I cannot stop going. It doesn't matter how many streams a song I produced has. It doesn't matter if I'm as good as Praise God. It doesn't even matter. Because remember all these things I mentioned, I didn't say anything about being good. It's not. I just believe God has given me a talent and a gift. I believe that what I have on my inside is different, is unique. Nobody has it. And the third one, I believe that I've been positioned in this place, strategically, so that other people can grow and even become better than I am. So.
Wow. I don't want to say anything. If you have any question at this point, please raise your hand. If you have any question from the material you want to... Okay, even with the material, Daddy left his phone number. Okay. Check. Most of you did not see the last page. His phone number is there in case you want to reach out to... Daddy, there are materials if someone wants to buy, right? Better buy now. He has a music academy where he's teaching children and all that. So I could put some guy myself. So yes, sir. Yes, now quite one. Which one you reached? So if you have any question, okay, sorry. If you have any question, please, this is the time for you to ask. If you have any question, Victor, you raising your hand. Oh yeah, no, come.
So I have some few questions for them, and based on what Daddy spoke about. So my question is, should music be treated as passion or as a business first? Now, the second question is, what's more important for a music career? Is it networking or skill? Now, those are my questions. What's more important in a business, in a music career? Is it networking or having the skill? What's more important? Then now, for Daddy, so when you were teaching, you talked about we being the salt of the earth and everything. Now, I feel that sometimes the salt will be irrelevant if we don't have access to the soup. Now, if there's no soup for us to put that salt, the salt will be irrelevant. Now, so first, what I'm saying is sometimes we grow up in a church or in an environment where, okay, let me use country music for an example, where country music is not supported. Like, they know the value country music, but this is what you love, and you've been grooming yourself on it. You don't need to train yourself. You don't need to work hard. Like, you don't need sharpen your skill for this country music. But you know, say you did inside one church where they need the value, no matter how you do it. So now in this situation, how am I going to have access to the soup? Because right now, if I don't have the soup where I did now. No, they don't need me there. So I need a soup where they are going to value what I. So that's my question, Daddy. Then another question again. I don't know. So, okay, so Daddy, why you were speaking, you talked about finding yourself. No, you have a find yourself. So I want to get something. Now, how can we find ourselves? Now, if one of the evidence, okay, how do we know that we found ourselves? That's the question, sorry. So if one of the evidence that we know that we found ourselves is, okay, if one of the things that we know we found ourselves is evidence, see, I don't find my purpose. I don't see the evidence. If that's one of the reasons. So now, today, I found out that I'm a singer. I know how to sing very well. And I don't tire, but I need a blow. Okay. I know say this is my talent, this is my gift, this is my skill. So I did work on this thing, but I've been posting, I've been doing songs, I've been trying a lot of things. Sorry, man, I've been doing a lot of things, but you need to go. But one day I just had to dance post, and boom, the thing blew. And that thing blew. Now, I'll be a musician, like I'm a singer, so I don't find myself for this place, but I just do something and the thing blew. I do another one, the thing blew. So now in that case, is it that God is trying to tell me that the singing is not my calling? I don't find myself there. Like that's so those are my questions. I don't know if they are too long. I'm going to set them one. All right, son. So I already come. So the first question is, how do we know if we? Sorry. I don't go check my question. I think I've deleted that question. Or business first, yes. Yeah.
I feel it depends on you, really. It depends on you. Depends on what you want to do with it. The parable of the talents. Depends on what you want to do with it. If you want to you're just passionate about it, and you just want to keep going. You just love music. Like, you feel happy, you feel excited whenever you do music. Okay, that's fine. Part-time, of course, right? If you choose also to do it as a business, then, you see, I say this thing some places where I go. Why is it that for pastors to be qualified, to be allowed to mount the pulpit to preach, they have to do Bible school? But then you tell a musician to go through music school and then they start frowning. You put shit music, you tell musicians, singers especially, tell singer, do re mi, you have to know your surfers. They say it is stress baby. You understand? So this is it too. right? So if you want to take it as a business, I feel you must then try and understand what business means. You must try and attend business classes. Try and learn how to run a business, how to run, because now when you learn these things, then you know. Now, the place where it becomes dangerous, I believe this is a bonus where it becomes dangerous. I believe this is why you're asking the question is when you love music and you want to do it as a business, what do you do? How do you go about it? It's just finding purpose. If you find purpose in whatever it is you do, it will be difficult for somebody else to tell you no. You get, in the world we live in today, there's a lot going on. There is freelancing. You can stay here, work with somebody abroad, do this, do that, do all that stuff. But there's something salient in all these things. It's skill. People these days, in fact, I don't know about you guys, but I can remember at some point, maybe you don't finish WAEC in Nigeria, your parents or guardian or your friends will begin to advise you to go and learn Microsoft Word, go and learn this, go and learn. All those are skills. They are trying to tell you, just gather these skills because you never know in life. Now, here you are. You love music. You're passionate about it. Let's say you even have the skill. And then you're downplaying it's a skill. It's a global skill. Did you even know that music is one of those skills? Like, for example, there's a visa. One of the ways to get a visa to the UK, for example, is called through global talent. Music is one of those global talents. So you're one of those persons that are blessed to have that talent and that skill in that space. And you can't even add, you can't even love and join. It means you should be able to make excuses for music. It means you can fail 50 times in music and you're still like, The reason is because you're not doing it to blow. Just as you were saying. You love it, that's why you're doing it. But then now you've also undergone some business classes. So now you're now thinking, okay, how do I, because if you undergo business classes, for example, you learn how to negotiate. If somebody calls you to say, we are looking for such and such, we're looking for a musician to do something, and they've said something you don't know how to do, what do? A good business person will not say, I don't do that, and then the business opportunity is gone. No. A good business person will say, okay, are you willing to share more information about what exactly you need me to do about the business? All that conversation is so that you can do your own research too and check to see if you can do it. Guess what? If you cannot even do it, then agency. You look for somebody that can do it and then collect your percentage from there. Right? Either way, the music is paying. Guess what? You might even be able to network in that kind of way. That will lead to the second question, which I think you will answer. It can network. I once did something like, not that I did not have contact with him before, but somebody was looking for something and then reached out to me and said, how far now? I defined this. I said, oh, Omo, I don't have it. This was not even a business opportunity. I said, Omo, I don't have it. But let me ask someone whether you have it. I asked the person, and then the person was like, Omo, I don't have it, but I ask Master, Sha, don't worry, I come. Master or Mastercraft, as we was talking about. So it's like, so if I needed to get in contact with Mastercraft, I just needed to tell this one person, and then that's it. I found out that way, like that. Do you understand the point I'm trying to make? So there's so much you can do. On the second page here, Daddy listed out a couple of things. There's music training, music composition, music performance, technology, publishing, all these things. Like if you want to get into music business, take your time. Go and search. Go to YouTube. That's my own university. Go to YouTube and search music teaching. How to teach music. You'll see some stuff there. Skip that one. Music composition. How to compose music. So maybe you cannot compose. Maybe you can teach. Maybe you cannot really play, right? But you get brain now. The same way you learned biology and physics in school, right? You can still go and cram music, and come out like this, organize seminars. Ask people to pay. You teach them music. You cannot play. but you can teach people music correctly because it's simple. What is this? Is this? This one is that one. C is C anywhere in church, in the Mecca, is anywhere really. Do you understand? So if you decide to take your hobby, because that's what I do, take your hobby music as your business, then you have to learn some things, learn marketing, learn production. These things they seem one kind to honor. The word production before we begin to do music, they be the user and the teachers for economics now, for whom to produce, how to produce, when to. Now, what they call it now? Commodities. Rice and beans and all those things. Replace them with music. That same for whom to produce, how to produce. Just calm down. Just the thing with most of us these days, we say we are trying to succeed accidentally. Most of us are trying to succeed by chance. You have to succeed. People will succeed, we don't become something for life. They sit down, they write. This kind of thing you are doing now, attending this kind of something, it's practically 8 p.m. now. This kind of time you're spending, you're adding value to your life. You understand? Mm-hmm. You go back, look at these things, write things down, say, okay, what am I producing? What is my product? What is my niche? It's not for social media alone. Brand yourself, decide on what you want to be. Look for that unique space. For this unique selling point, USP, right? Look for the unique thing you have that nobody has. When I decided to start doing arranging, it's not that people had not started doing it, but I realized, say, now markets, we don't come up for Nigeria. Let me learn to do it. If you're a musician, you're a church musician, okay, you can play, you get strokes, yes, you can play the instrument. After that, what? How do you monetize that gift you have? You understand? Because in the world we live in now, everything can be monetized. So how can you monetize that, your ability to play music? You begin to explore. You get to the point. See, I don't advise somebody over 10 years ago that time, one keyboardist, fantastic keyboardist, he knows what I'm talking about. I told him, Baba, as good as you are, join us now, produce music. Now I was like, not be everybody go produce music. About some years ago now, it can't start. You are late to the conversation. Some of us don't already do where they say, this guy in an OG for this production industry. You could have started a long time ago if I don't become one of those persons where people do. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right. So take your time. Don't make it not be by accident. Take your time. Forget that it's your passion. You're passionate. Your passion will lead you to failure if it's just passion. You understand? But begin to think this thing is a business. Make music that you tangible. Music should look to you like this phone. If I gave you this phone to sell, you're not a salesperson. But if I give you this phone to sell, give you just this night, it doesn't matter what the price is. You go sell them now. Do you understand? You go sell them. How do you sell it? You look for the unique qualities it has. You look for the color, what can it do, and so on and so forth. So with you yourself, brand yourself. You are the product now. So you brand yourself, okay? Because this phone, I'm talking so much, I'm sorry, but it just they come. This phone is not an Android. So the phone don't define in part. I'm telling you why it will be easy to sell this phone. It's not Android, it's an iPhone. It cannot do what an Android can do. It can only do what an iPhone can do. Okay? How many cameras does it have at the back? 3. It does not have 4. It does not have just 1. 3, that's what it has. Can it zoom as much as the Samsung S25 Ultra? No, it cannot. That's a limitation. I'm telling you this because it's important to understand that as a brand, as a person, as a human being, it's okay, you have limitations. I can only play the keyboard. That's fine. Do you understand? So, sell yourself, brand yourself, see yourself as a commodity, see yourself as Pepe, see yourself as Gary inside market. Sell yourself. So when you post on social media, you're not posting to oppress the next musician. You are posting to market yourself. You shade your market for Panshia. That's what you're doing. Do you understand? Look at it that way and, you should be fine. Thank you.
If you, okay, I just came out to this place and said, I have so thing to sell. And I sold it. And this person went and told another person that this guy sold this thing for me. And to me, I've already sold it, if it was one. So at that point, what will I be selling? So which means skills still comes first. Because the skills needs to be there. Yeah. Networking is actually you selling the skills. Yeah. So by the time you sell, and this one goes and tell, before you know, you might be out of skills to sell. So the skills actually precedes the networking. So which means it's hand in hand. For the salt, the thing you need to understand is salt does not need soup. It's the soup that needs salt.
Come on now. Una go dey pay come this class.
Yes.
You will start
so
paying.
when you say that you are a salt and you are looking for a soup to be tasted, my guy, it's the soup that needs salt. So you continue being the salt. That's me. Yeah. Then lastly, then just continue being the salt. Then lastly, you said something about purpose. Something, yes. That what if I went and dance? Now you know where your purpose is. Is it that you want to trend? Is the aim about you trending? Remember I said something, that the sky is big for all of us to fly. Just don't be greedy. If you're not greedy, that means you have your space. That's what, first, just think of it like you have your space. You have your market shade. Just like you said, there's a market. You create your own shade. Are you going to be threatened because your neighbor is selling pepper too? No. I don't even understand. Or because of that, you have to start jealousing your neighbor, or you do something so that the person behind you change whatsoever he or she is selling. So what I'm just trying to say is, if it's about trending, maybe that's your goal. But if that is not it, why be concerned about looking for a post or something that will make you feel that you're purposeful? All right, just continue on what you're doing. Just continue being the salt. That is it. That's me. For me.
Daddy, you want to add something to the question?
If you want me to add, where is that guy? Continue being the salt. There is soup for you somewhere. All right? The point is that when you don't discover yourself, nobody will discover you. Come on, these guys, they finish everything. Know who you are, brand yourself, keep ready. God is up to something. God rewards faithfulness, not how much you struggle. You see, if you want to talk about churches, how, in short, grow, I know that you want to say that you should grow at where you are being manured. All right? But supposing the people don't appreciate what you are doing, must I quit the place? Come on, continue being the salt. You may not know who sits in the congregation staring at you. One fine day, the person will spot you out. The soup would look for the salt.
Thank you, sir. I think, let me just contribute small with the little experience I have working with talent. And if you want to talk about viral, this thing, I have experienced all of them. You know what it means for you to have your you're doing your small thing and then, boom, you understand? Take for instance, when the Stanley Brothers went viral the first time, right? You do not fool. Uh-huh. It was everywhere. Everybody posted it. Some people were even mocking them, right? Why you go call God fool? But the thing was different. But you can't compare those boys then and now. Lie. You know they're possible. Me and Vashon Michelle, they chat. Like, I'm serious. Vashon Michelle, no, man, I don't need to open and show you, but we they talk right now. Guess what? If it was then, if or no, I'm not sure saying for follow. No. He saw something and then decided to follow us. We are not even following him then, no. No be James 14 where I mean they follow you and follow back. We were not even following him. We just saw a video and then decided to follow. the thing is not about the moment. And again, those things no they like trigger me because that's not the aim. Do you understand? No, not normal. They are, to me, they are just normal thing. The things that are very important to me, I'm doing them without even posting them. Nobody is even like except the people we are doing the things together that know about it. So this thing, enjoy this thing that you are doing. If you don't enjoy it, you will give up. Like you go to give up. What if the music is not paying you? There's no money coming in from it. You go give up. Like you go give up straight. So the thing about whether you should do it or you should not do it, it's up to you actually what you want to do. If you really want to do it, you just have to do it. You just have to find a way to do it. I I lie one lie. When we just start our band that time, my mom gave me money to go and buy drum. I lied to her that they robbed me because I want to use the money and pay for rehearsals. I needed to have that rehearsal. Like that rehearsal must go on. It's bad. It's bad. I'm not advising anybody to, but I did. I told her, this thing, I must pay for that rehearsal. That rehearsal must go on. Yes, no, like the rehearsal must go on. And do you know what? This band that I was trying to put together was what gave me the access to these guys that I have today that I'm working with today. I didn't even know why I started the band. I just got inspired. Say, I can have a band here. The only band I know then in Bayelsa University is ALBAGROUP. So I was just, let me do this and put together these guys that know how to play music, can play for weddings and all that. But all those things led me to where I am today with these guys. So there's no excuse. Excuse does not exist anywhere. And there's one crazy guy that said something, you have to be rich for you to be rich. You have to succeed for you to succeed. Like first, it happens here. It's mentally. You have to accept it here first that this is what it is. Irrespective of anybody or any style, as the music comes to us, the inspiration comes, we go do them. I don't care whether you like it or not, I go do them. Boss, Mr. Password is away. I'll just send him, boss, see the one who they release here, go do them. I'm not doing make it, not be you, because I've come to realize that the music is not even me that will listen to it. It's God gave me the gift, right? See the amazing thing, the tricky thing here. The trick, like something I've discovered, you have the music, you have the products. You would treat the product like it's not for you to consume. When you release your song, how many times do you listen to it? You're likely not going to listen to that. So it's not even for you. Do what you have to do and put it out. Let people hear it. Just let people hear it. Because to me, one of the biggest sins we can ever commit to ourselves is to keep those things to ourselves. If you have the music, put it out. Just leave, put down. Then do all the magic you can do to get the world to see it. So, like what Mr. Bob, put your market out, make people see, and then they'll patronize you. So that's this small boy can add to all the things my elders have been saying. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, Passport. And then I have one announcement. Remember I wanted to do events last year, but we are going to do it this year now. We are going to do it this year. And the team, I'm not allowed you